it's never even been hinted at until now. Every one of the concepts that they've done before it is, look how great this is, look how great it is, look how great it is, look at all this cool technology. We got hill descent now, we got plug-in hybrid. Like, they do all this stuff that doesn't matter to off-roading, and now they're like, oh, wait, we're going to build you off-road cars.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, the Dirt Drive Podcast. We are back this week, and I think that my house is officially not spinning the wheel of Dirt Nerd because we've recorded a bunch here recently, and we don't have any special guests. Yeah, but it's just Tom and I hanging out, catching back up after. I guess I only had one episode on the road.
Yeah, you just did the one.
Okay,
I think
it was supposed to be more than that.
One or two
episodes on the road. But yeah, just catching back up. We're gonna go over and review what we think of this year's amazing EJS concepts.
About as exciting as a sparkler on 4th of July.
I don't think we can add another episode called Jeep Drops the Ball, because I think we've already got 4 of those.
Well, you can't drop the ball if you haven't picked it back up from last time.
They're just so disappointing.
Here, honestly, though, as lackluster as they are, I think it's exactly what they should have done.
Oh, I don't think so.
I know that.
Because like I was saying earlier, and you argued with me, but since 2023, there's been some cool innovation in the off-road market, like the Grenadier, like the Land Cruiser, like the preview of the 4Runner that we've seen, which might already be
innovation. Might be a bit of a strong word for that. Like, yeah, there's a lot of new stuff, but it's not none of it's groundbreaking. The Ineos isn't doing anything special. It's a modern day Land Rover Defender.
It's designed for the off-roader, but it's also, I think it's going to be a G-Wagon. I think it's going to be the rich people who are going to buy it.
See, you just found out about these. These things have been out for a while.
I've saw the Grenadier 2 years ago.
They are very bare bones. They are not anywhere near G-Wagon.
See, not quite G-Wagon, but they're going to be limited enough, and they're expensive enough.
They're not
where the rich people are going to buy them. They start at like $70,000.
I think they're lower than that.
I don't think so.
When they first came out, they were going to start at like 45. Ineos, not in Rose, whatever, close enough.
Yeah, there it is. Ineos Grenadier.
But yeah, no, to me, they're very cool. I think they're exactly what the off-road OEM should be. Like this is, to me, this is what Jeep is missing. And I'll be honest, what they did with their concepts, again, as lackluster as they are,
the station wagon starting at 71.
Okay, so yeah, they've definitely come 70. Up. Well, I mean,
so yeah, they're doing
they're European, but yeah. So anyway, the point of this is there is a lot of actual off-road stuff happening in the automotive market, like the Land Cruiser, the Trail Hunter from Toyota.
Yeah,
this is out now. Like, there is a market for people who want hardcore off-roader out of the box, not a luxury off-roader out of the box. And I think, honestly, the Jeep prices probably is what raised that price.
Yeah, because the Jeeps are starting.
Because the Jeep, though,
starts at 35.
A loaded Rubicon is 65 plus.
Yeah, but this starting here, the Grenadier starting right here, the station wagon.
Yeah,
no lockers, no nothing. It's just a truck. It's just bare bones what you get.
Oh, they really did change their buying packages.
Yeah, they did. That's why I'm saying, because these will go up. The Grenadiers are going to go up to $100,000 for full heated seats.
To me, it's the exact opposite of a G-Wagon, though. Like, for that $100K, you're getting an off-roader, where for $100K to G-Wagon, you're getting a statement.
But it's a limit. So they're only importing 5,000 a year to the U.S.
Yeah.
So it's a limited vehicle that you can get the super luxury package of. They're only going to want to sell the super luxury packages in the U.S. So only the super rich are going to own them.
So the dealer I talked to back in April, the guy who was importing and selling them in Orlando, was basically saying the exact opposite. And
so they're importing the bare bones ones to sell.
Yeah, and all 6 of the ones that were there were basically set up for off-road.
That's
I
cool.
talked to the one guy who was an owner. He had a trip planned driving north to Uwharrie from Orlando. Like they are out of the box overlanders, whether you get luxury or not.
And that's what I'm saying. They're cool vehicles, and they are starting to change the market a little bit because they're solely designed for the off-road stuff.
Sure.
And Jeep is kind of falling away from that further and further.
Well,
we fall every day. We fall further and further from God.
So I already know you told me you haven't looked at the Easter Jeep Safari stuff. The concept of all of their concepts
is not a concept.
No, it's all bare bones.
Yeah, it's just
everything we want Jeep to do, they put into these.
But these aren't concepts. These are just upfits.
That's
my issue.
To me, that's the lackluster part of it. But that was also our complaint last year. Was they just took 4xe and put body kits and big tires on them.
Yeah, they're just the EJS concepts. They're not concepts. They're upfits. If you're doing concepts, you're doing something that's ground. You're going to put portals on it. You're going to put rear steer.
They used to do that, and they haven't in like 5 or 6 years
because they haven't had to. Because they have such a loyal customer base.
Yeah, I'd almost take the word concepts out of it and just call them the Jeep Customs.
Yeah,
and that's why I say, like, I think what they did, I think they actually did the right thing. They did what the market wants them to do, which is simplify it. Like last year, there was 8, 9.
There's a bunch of them last year,
and they like all of them were 4xe. All of them were pointless and ugly and like just not good market research. Where this year they're bare bones. Like this red one, the red one that everybody's really been seeing is the 392, which we all know is dead.
Which is my favorite part. Here's a concept Jeep, but we've produced this. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Again, I think you have to stop looking at them as concepts and more of just their custom builds.
The Jeep needs to stop calling them concepts.
I agree, but the tradition, I don't know.
Yeah.
The
tradition is not that old. This started 15 years ago.
I thought it was further back than that.
The EJS has been going on for 58 years. But Jeep coming out with concepts for EJS is not that old.
Yeah, if you scroll down though, like the 392 is probably the best,
the dopest.
Yeah, it's 42s, it's stock suspension, so it's a ton of body work.
It's Dana 60s. It's legitimately the bolt-on package that you want with a 392.
Yeah, I mean the low center of gravity build with that big of a tire is pretty custom. Like there's a lot of hidden custom stuff in that Jeep. Like you'll notice the rear door doesn't have a handle because the wheel well's enlarged. Like there's a lot of little things like that. And the interior is actually really nice. I forget which one. Scroll down. The green one.
Oh, that's a 4xe as well.
Is it a 4xe?
Yeah, that one's a 4xe. I think this is a 4xe. The green 4-door was a 4xe. And the
Wagoneer does not come in a 4xe.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
No, only the...
But yeah, so I was very impressed, like kind of impressed. I don't want to say very impressed. This is cool. The red 392 is cool.
Yep.
42 is low center of gravity. They call it a stock suspension. That's what Jeep called it, is a stock suspension.
It is.
So they make some body mods to make the 42s fit.
Keep going down. Keep going down.
What else?
Because you're going to get more information.
Oh, the lowdown.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you to move, and you're just
staring
at one picture.
Oh, we're not good at computers. We found that out.
No, you are not good at the computer.
You want the mouse?
No, I don't.
Because you're also not good at computers, asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, to me, this one makes the most sense. This is. If their goal is to put out what they think people want, this is definitely in that direction.
Yeah.
I think, to me, as boring as these builds are, or I should say as subtle as the custom part of these builds are, they are the...
What a professional answer.
Thank you.
It's not boring, it's subtle.
It's subtle. Because at the end of the day, like, I can appreciate how much work it takes to fit a 42-inch tire on a stock vehicle without putting an 8-inch lift on it.
Agreed. It does take a lot of work. And a lot of customization. Like you said, they modified the rear door. The front fenders are custom.
Yeah. The problem is there's nothing on any of these that I would see coming out as production.
Yeah.
So I agree with you in the fact that, like, as a concept car, it's a pretty shitty concept car. It's a cool custom build.
It's showcasing their products to the extent of what they can do from the quote unquote, from the factory.
I wouldn't even go that far, but yeah.
Like, because this, I mean, what would you classify this build? Is this a $30,000 build on top of a
more than that with the paint and the body work?
So if you were to try and do this for a customer,
you're $30K in axles.
Okay, fair.
and then another $5 in tires.
So $35,000, and then you're doing body work. So
yeah, if you were to do the paint, the interior, everything like that, it's still $100,000 build. It's still a ton of work. That's why I say it's subtle, right? Like it's not a wacky, crazy concept car that we've become accustomed to.
Yeah. Not like the old Jeep Hurricane that came out in like the early aughts.
Yeah,
which was
that actually looked like the Halo Warthog.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, that was a cool concept car. But honestly, that's kind of a dead thing in the automotive because that's such an expensive thing these days to like R&D, something that is not going to be made, which is where like this stuff comes in for Jeep, right? Like this is an affordable thing they can do that gets people interested in the product, which is the whole point. And what we've been screaming about with what they suck at is listening to the market. This shows, to me at least, that they are looking at the market and they're going, people like this minimalist version of a Jeep.
Which is fair because that's what I'm doing with my Jeep. I'm trying to make mine like factory plus, and that's all they're trying to do.
I know it sounds ridiculous to think a 392 on 42s is
factory
minimalist.
Plus. Yeah.
But
it really is.
Compared to what they did last year, yeah, it is. This is what somebody would build. This is what a Jeep person would go out and spend the money on. And I think that's the one thing they got right here.
Because you can look at this and be like, oh man, what changed? Like what's a little bit different?
Right.
Because that's all they did is subtle differences.
Right. And if you really dig into it, you can, I mean, just this one picture, right? Looking at the grill of it, the lights are different. The fender flares are different.
Those
the
are
bump,
factory lights.
Not the marker light in the fender.
Oh, the marker light, correct.
Yeah.
I was going to say the grill's all
bumper,
the same.
the tow hooks, all that stuff is changed.
Yeah, it's imported
skid plates
a lot.
are all changed. There's no inner fenders. Like, just looking down the side, the sides of the Jeep, the doors are different. I don't know if like.
Let's see, there's a better shot. The back bumper's changed.
So there's no tire carrier. They've got the logo on the back door. Like there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of detail stuff. And I bet you if you got underneath of it, there's even more. But that's also just one of the concepts. To me, if you scroll down more, that one.
So the Willis Dispatcher. The biggest detail in this for me is the worn winch. Is the OG classic worn winch.
Yeah.
Like that proves there was some thought put into it. Other than that, I think there was not a lot of thought put into this vehicle.
So for me, what I like about it is it goes back to that minimalist styling. Half doors, no top, low back seats,
skinny tall tires
on solid white Steelies. Like it's a cool concept. Like that's a Jeep I could see myself building or wanting to buy.
Yeah.
And I like the idea. I think I kind of honestly truly believe I think they're testing this theory that what we've always said, give us a sport Wrangler with a cloth interior, crank handles, soft top, four speed, Jesus Christ, 4-to-1 transfer case,
4-speed would be cool,
lockers front and rear. Like give me the heavy duty axles, give me all the off-road stuff,
all bare basics,
all the off-road stuff,
$40,000 off-road stuff,
right?
That's it.
Like to me,
that would sell like absolute hotcakes,
right? And like it's never even been hinted at until now. Every one of the concepts that they've done before it is, look how great this is, look how great it is, look how great it is, look at all this cool technology. We got hill descent now, we got plug-in hybrid. Like they do all this stuff that doesn't matter to off-roading, and now they're like, oh wait, we're gonna build you off-road cars,
like super basic off-road cars,
right?
Do they actually? I don't follow EJS that hard. Do they actually wheel these concept vehicles at EJS?
Yeah, I mean they had to get these pictures taken somehow.
I mean that's pretty easy. These aren't hard trails to get to, I assume.
I'm not saying they're wheeling them hard, but there is usually a Jeep trail ride.
Okay, hosted by Jeep.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the. I assume these are actually aluminum that look like steel.
Probably.
Those are. I love.
Probably.
We've talked about that a while ago. We saw that at my bachelor party.
Yep.
Was the Defender with the white?
Yeah. They
look like steelies, but were aluminum wheels.
That was the brand new Defender style or whatever.
Was nice.
But yeah, so like I think this. The two takeaways I got from it this year was they didn't want to spend a lot of money. What I question is, are the concepts that we got because they're testing theories, or is it because they cheaped out? Personally, I think Jeep cheaped out.
Yeah.
I
also believe that.
Yeah, I don't think this was a goal of, let's see if people actually like this minimalist, like, styling.
They didn't put their best foot forward. They just put something forward.
Right.
They said, hey, we need something that we think, we need 4 concepts that we think will attract our clientele. We got the rock crawlers. We got the overlanders. We've got the nostalgics.
Yep.
And what was the other one? Oh, it's the Gladiator.
There's a Gladiator, yeah, with some cool striping.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
What else? The Jeep high top concept.
Yeah, again, like I get like the to me, I appreciate the fact that they just did normal builds.
It looks like an AEV build. It looks like something you could buy off a factory lot from AEV.
Yeah, I like that. That's my personal style. All 3 of those Jeeps are Jeeps I would build and or want to buy. However, like you were saying, I think it's dumb to do that as a concept car.
Agreed. So what's this? Did we talk about this one at all? What's special about the Dispatcher? Let's look through it and see.
So it's the plug-in hybrid, which
16 by 7 aluminum. Oh, so they are alloy.
Yeah.
36 inch super lug tires.
So there's again, it's nothing super special per se. So it's got throwback styling. It's got a cool winch.
4-cylinder turbo.
Yeah, that's the 4xe drivetrain.
Will we ever see the new engine's called the Hurricane, isn't it?
The straight 6
twin turbo.
Yeah,
Are we ever going to see that in a Wrangler?
I had
because that would have been cool to see an EGS.
When they first announced that engine as the replacement for the Hemis, there was talks of that working its way into a Wrangler. I don't know where that currently stands. I haven't seen anything in one direction or the other.
I think going back, we will see the Wrangler disappear before we see them change the powertrain.
I still go back to the Wrangler's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Now, I do think, yeah.
You think they keep the Wrangler, but they get rid of the Jeep brand, and it's just the Wrangler?
I think at worst case scenario, the Jeep brand will get thinned down again, and it will be like the Grand Cherokee, and the Wrangler, and that'll be it. Because that
never goes away.
There's no way it goes away.
Jeep survived. How many different hands has it been in?
That's what I'm saying.
The brand has been in the half a dozen different hands over the last.
The only brand in the package that has any sort of decent sales numbers is Jeep.
Yeah.
They already tried rebranding the trucks into their own brand, and like that didn't really help them compete significantly. They had a Spike, and that was about it.
Yeah.
I think the 4xe
helped. I see a lot of 4xEs. Every day I see 4xEs.
Yeah.
More and more. But every day you hear about more and more 4xEs catching on fire.
Yeah.
I had a guy.
I was looking to see
if I had a guy at work ask me 2 weeks ago, because he knows I'm a Jeep guy. He's like, hey, so what do you think about the 4xe? I'm like, you cool with your shit catching on fire? Because it's, not that all of them are.
Yeah, so,
but more of them are than not.
I was looking to see if they had actually updated this recall yet or not. Because we just had a customer sell back their 4xe.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, because he was like he basically went to the dealer. He was having all kinds of electrical issues, plus the fire issues. Yeah, so the problem is you offer a massive tax credit to people, they're gonna buy shit even if it sucks.
Yeah,
and that,
that's the whole idea behind EVs.
The first hand experience for my customer, and yes, it's one owner, but he was like, I didn't need a hybrid, I didn't want a hybrid, I wanted a Jeep. And at the time, at the time it was COVID, so car prices were through the roof, and when the 4xe came out for the tax credit and everything else, that incentive to buy the 4xe or release the 4xe made a Wrangler affordable. So everybody bought these 4xes because that was how they got into a Wrangler, and it's like, oh, cool, I get better gas mileage. All right, cool. Now they're all catching fire. And it's like,
cool. I get better gas mileage, but I lose all my shit.
right. Like,
that's awesome.
Like, oh, it's the number one selling SUV in the country is the Jeep 4xe Wrangler. Like, oh, okay, cool. Did you do that because you gave them away, or is it because people actually wanted to buy the vehicle? You know what I mean? Good.
My phone's all messed up. Oh no, sorry. That's the image on my phone showing 5:30.
Oh,
it's 3:30.
Yeah, it's your. Have a little
but speaking of customers, we're going to jump into this quick. So, shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, shoot us a DM. Anywhere you listen, Spotify, Apple. Easiest is through Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. We'll read those. I got a comment here from Armog, who's I don't know who you are, but Armog on Spotify. He said, based off what you just said, a fun podcast segment idea would be roast our crazy repeat customers. Oh, that's hard though.
I don't want to roast them because our repeat customers are the ones we like. They're all wacky, but we like them. Could be a fun one though.
And then he commented, "Camping with a baby, since it's a new experience for y'all, you'll have stress." Let me read this again because I can't read. Camping with a baby, since it's a new experience for all involved, you will have stress that you haven't had since the first time you camped, but let yourself relax and it can be fun. So kind of just try it, throw it against the wall and see if it sticks and have fun with it. Which doesn't seem. I mean, that's kind of how we've gone about everything.
Sure. How does that tie into 4x's? I'm very confused right now.
We're doing the section where we talk for 25 minutes. I tell everyone to go, hey, thank you for listening. While you're at it, make sure you like, subscribe, go follow us on YouTube. Because and then I'll get into
you're just gonna throw out a random thought.
Then we'll get into the second half of the episode. I'm trying something else, man.
You're just gonna we're trying to confuse people. That's the new bit. The new bit's just confusing the fuck out of people.
Our new bit is it doesn't work.
We're just going to stop mid-thought, give you a random idea, and follow us on social media, and then go back to
the first thought.
Yeah, that's not...
Okay, it didn't work. We tried it. But while we're here...
heads up would have been nice.
While we're here, make sure you go like and subscribe.
Unless this is the first time you're listening to our podcast, then go back and listen to any other episodes that's better where Tim doesn't try and confuse everybody.
Listen, the last one
then
was really
like
good.
and subscribe.
And also, if you leave a review anywhere you listen, screenshot it, shoot me a message. I will mail you a sticker pack.
Unless it's a bad review, then don't leave it.
Correct.
If you think we're bad at this, just keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. Fair
enough. All right, back to the concepts that we didn't finish talking about.
Listen, man, I don't know what I'm doing.
There's been a lot of random shit on this podcast that might.
I've done that.
May take the award.
I've done that a few times now. When you guys, if it's transitioned well, that didn't transition well.
No, it didn't.
But that's like the fourth time I've done that where I kind of stopped, paused.
Yeah, but it's
in the middle of a thought.
Anyway, yeah.
Won't do that again.
Yeah.
I won't do it again that bulkily.
Yeah,
I'll do it better.
That works.
You're looking at the timer now.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
It's all good.
So back to the
concepts.
Back to the concepts.
So yeah, there's a gladiator.
That's the episode name. It's back to the concepts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a gladiator on what, 40s, 37s?
High top.
18
60s.
530. Yeah,
40s.
40s. Yep. So yeah, it's a nice build.
It's a factory fit up.
Well, yeah, and maybe their point is, because I've noticed in this article specifically, they've really been pushing the Jeep performance parts stuff. So maybe that was their goal. Maybe their goal was to say, look at all this stuff you can buy from the dealership.
Hey, you don't need to go to these aftermarket shops.
But you do, because you don't want your dealership to.
No, I'm saying that, but that's what they're pushing. It's because when I went to the NADA conference last year.
Yeah, dealer upfit is a big thing. And
that was the thing they were trying to push is, hey, sell your customer the car, have them enjoy it for a while, but then also sell them the experience of come back to the dealer for all your upfitting.
Right.
So for all your tonneau covers, all your bed liner, all your stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't want you to do that.
No.
We want you to go to your, whether you're local or not, support your...
Well, and you know what, I will say this, because I think our negativity towards dealers is very much locally based.
Yeah.
We live in an area where it is all corporate dealer groups, and it is big dealer groups, and their level of service is more on volume than it is quality. Where, you know, depending on where you're listening from and where you live, like, you may have an independently owned dealer that is pretty much a small business, and they may actually do a really good job and offer you good quality parts. Like, the stuff that's available to me as an independent shop is available to a dealer.
Yeah.
But not all dealers are going to push for that level, especially on an aftermarket part.
Well, and we've seen it too. You say we have big corporate dealers, which we do.
Yeah.
But we also have some really good small dealers that get bought out. Like Safford Brown was good.
Yeah.
But then they got bought out by...
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely...
They get bought out by, I can't remember.
Well, no. Brown's merged
bought
with
out
Safford.
Okay. So before, like, I just had my wife's car at the Safford Hyundai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was awesome. They were so good.
Yeah. And
but then they buy out, they start doing high volumes, and they don't give a crap about the customer anymore.
Well, and honestly, what I've seen for my years working in dealerships is when those groups come in, they usually change pay scale or hours or whatever, and the good employees leave. And when your good techs and your good advisors leave, your quality usually goes down. And, like, you know, you get what you pay for. If the dealer group is paying shit, you get shit employees.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, do your research, look at it. Like, there are definitely going to be local dealers and local shops that are going to compete, and you're going to get good service at anywhere that wants to give you the good service. If you live in Northern Virginia, it's not the dealership.
It's DirtNerds Motors.
Like, I honestly, at this point, like, I don't know where to send people for warranty work. We've gotten so many bad reports from basically every Jeep dealer in our area.
Well, and the one good one is Safford Winchester, but nobody wants to drive over the mountain for an hour to get there.
Yeah.
It's like we had when we had our Compass.
Yeah.
We had it serviced there all the time. They were great. Super nice.
If you live in the Northern Virginia area and you've had a good experience at a dealership, let me know, because I would love to
be able to recommend a dealer.
Yeah, because like I won't do warranty work for my own liability, and there's so many of these 4xEs and stuff out there that have problems. Like the clutch recall on the JLs.
Yeah.
On the 18s and 19s. Like,
I didn't hear about that. What happened to those?
They catch fire.
Oh, that's sweet.
The clutches explode and catch fire.
Jeeps are catching fire? No way.
Something weird, right? It's almost like they're America's most reliably unreliable vehicle. We get people all the time like, do you have a fix for this clutch recall? And we're like, it's a clutch recall. Like, the dealership has to handle that. And they're like, yeah, but Mopar doesn't have a fix for it yet. And I'm like, okay, so if they don't have, like, do you want to spend the money on an aftermarket clutch, like a performance clutch
that doesn't catch on fire?
That doesn't like, you can get it. You can wait and get it done for free, or you can pay us like $3,500 for a brand new high performance clutch. But those are your two options.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, can't you just get the part like a factory replacement? I'm like, no, that's because they can't. Like, I can't get you a replacement if there isn't a replacement to get you. And like, we've had people tell me, like, I'm selling my Jeep, this is stupid, and I'm like,
go for it.
Like,
you're not hurting my feelings.
Yeah, like, I don't care. I'm not Jeep, but I could see them maybe using this as a push, and maybe we should probably actually read some of these articles before talking about them. But
it's too much work.
Oh, they put AccuAir on that one.
Yeah,
which doesn't make any sense. Wait, go back up. The purpose of the build is to take most of it and make it all around use of Jeep Mopar and Jeep performance parts.
But then they're talking about how they use it. Dana 60s, Warren hubs. It's obviously Dana gears, Dana AccuAir. So none of it's Jeep performance parts.
Good for AccuAir getting their suspension on one of their concepts.
The AccuAir stuff is cool.
I think, they put Rockslide Engineering side steps on it. What a shame.
Take a point away.
Yep. Nice deck system.
Nice deck system. Yep. Oh, the full slide out too.
Yep.
I do like the deck system.
Especially the new version of it with the wider drawers and like they did a really nice job.
Deeper.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, AEV. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, again, I appreciate the fact that they're catering towards the consumer versus building wacky shit.
But the wacky shit is where the ideas are derived from. Like all the artists, like the concept cars from our day, like the early 2000s, they would do wacky shit because that's what that's where they started the design of the vehicle from. The wacky shit.
Personally, I think that especially in the off-road world, like that shit just doesn't apply.
Yeah.
I think the majority of enthusiasts want a usable product versus like an artistic product.
But what I'm saying is you get the usable products out of the artistic because
I agree with you.
The JL started as some wacky drawing that someone did. Some, I don't know, not all the drawings I think of like chip foos, but like it started as some cool drawing that they made a sculpture out of, and they're like, all right, we need to make this productionable.
Sure. Yeah, again,
that's my idea of a concept, which I understand these are concepts, but
again, these are. Oh, I mean, they're promoting this as bolt-on parts.
Yeah,
and again, I like that
dealer bolt-on parts.
I like that idea. See, like to me, this is the only concept. Like this is the only thing that isn't ever going to exist and doesn't exist.
Yeah, the Wagoneer.
Yeah, that should have that should have the straight six in it.
So yeah, but this isn't any different than what they did last year for the Wagoneer.
That's why I'm so torn with these because I like the basic concepts of it. But it's like you guys didn't do anything new.
No, this is literally what they did last year.
Oh, it's a different color.
It's a different color. Oh no.
I think the interior is different too.
Oh no.
They painted the light bars.
And they're literally bolted to the roof.
I mean, riv nuts for life, bro.
They're lazily angled bracket. That looks like just lazy bent steel bolted to the roof.
That's a compound bend there, man.
I can't zoom in on it.
Because it's a 90 in this direction, but it's angled to sit flat on the roof.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little bit of math involved in that.
But you with a press brake could do that.
Yeah, I'd have to do some math first, but yeah.
You'd have to bend two pieces of steel. You'd fuck up the first one and get the second one right. That's your math.
Probably 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but like the overall concept is actually it kind of looks like the same interior as last year's.
Yeah, it does.
Didn't the last Wagoneer have a plaid interior?
I think it's the same one.
Did they just repaint it and leave the rooftop tent on?
Black to white, LED lights.
Can you pull up the 23 concepts?
Yeah, let me set my mic down. Keep talking, Tom.
I'd be very curious of this.
Keep talking shit.
Now wearing a... Wait. Go back. I think it actually says it. Right there.
Where?
As was shown last year, the rear sunroof was removed and can now access... Oh, that's just the rooftop tent thing that they put on at the Skyloft.
So if it's the same thing, then it's the same vehicle. You take out the rear sunglass.
I do want to see if the interior is the same though, because it's definitely painted.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah, because last year's was like the olive drab green. So I'm very curious now. I don't know. I'm just so torn because like I like the overall minimalist concept, but I think the bigger takeaway on all of this is more so.
So there's this one.
See, this is bringing back memories now. That was the highlight of last year.
You guys say what it is, Tom. We're looking at the computer there.
I know it was the 4xe platform that they used the Grand Wagoneer, like the early Grand Wagoneer.
It's a Cherokee Chief because it's 2 doors.
Oh, you're right. It was a Cherokee Chief. You're right. Sorry, they did call it a Cherokee Chief too.
See, this is a concept.
Yeah, but this was so half-assed. Remember we bitched about this being half-assed?
We did.
Because
that's the Scrambler 392.
Yeah, they basically built a B pillar and slapped it on. Yeah, keep going. You got to
scroll.
We're gonna get distracted again. Yeah, there it is. Different color. What's the interior? Oh damn. Oh,
it doesn't show the interior. It looks like the exact same vehicle. It looks like they just painted it. The roof rack is the same.
Yeah,
the lift looks the same.
I wonder if they just reused that Skyloft tent and the light bar and the winch and the bumper and fog lights.
Where's the paste button?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this overall looks.
Oh, this is the one from last year.
Yeah, I think because it's the Vacationer is this year's.
Let's see. Oh my God! It's the same Jeep. Oh, they didn't. Did you see it from the back? It's the same brown interior.
Oh yeah, I mean that doesn't entirely.
It's got.
That's right. I forgot they'd done that interior decorating on it too, with the plants and shit in the back of it.
Dude, it's so bad.
To me, what this shows It's different. It's a different plaid.
Different plaid.
It's a different plaid.
It's plaid though, where the plaid was before.
Yep. Same.
It's the insert in the seats where your ass sits and where your back sits.
Yep.
The interior is the exact same. They changed the seat. They changed the seats and they repainted it.
I think there are some big negatives in the automotive industry as a whole coming. I think everything's going to slow down. I think production's going to change. I don't think prices are going to come down. And I think what they're going to do is keep prices up and try and increase demand in some way. And I think they're going to start focusing on after sales.
Oh, after sales as in
outfitting, getting like, because they're making it harder for us to service stuff with software lockdowns and things like that. So they're just trying to get people to come into the dealership.
Well, there's that, and then there's the planned obsolescence. Is with your infotainment system now.
Yep.
It's not a den system. It's do not sit on the couch and you're gonna knock my computer off. You don't have the den system anymore. So as soon as technology upgrades, like, go away, dog. I need you to go lay down.
But I want to be on the podcast.
But we've realized like the planned obsolescence with the Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Is we got this thing in July.
It's got a lithium ion battery in it, so yeah.
But not even that is everything you buy now, when you buy a new device, everything is USB-C.
Yeah.
Everything in that car is USB. You can't update it. So you could put an adapter in there to make it work, but like if you want to use the stuff that comes with your phones and devices now, you cannot use it in that car without buying an adapter. You cannot update that head unit without buying a new car. It's the plan. It's this technology will outdate itself.
Yeah.
And you will want the new best thing, and you cannot do anything to this car to make it come up to modern technology.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the biggest bummers with.
I think that's
with
just
the
a
problem.
I would say it's a problem as a whole, not just with vehicles necessarily, but it's infected vehicles.
Yeah.
Cars have become tech, which at this point I will call myself an old school car guy. Where
definitely.
Like it's not so much that I want carburetors back. Like I do recognize the benefits of some of the newer technology.
Fuel injection?
Yeah.
Tom understands fuel injection is good.
But I want a car with character. Like I want a car that I want to keep forever.
Yeah.
And that's coming from somebody who's had 50 something cars. Like even if I don't keep it, I want to feel like I'm going to keep it until I move on to the next thing.
The point that I was trying to make is I want the same thing, but I'd like to buy something new and be able to upgrade it over time.
Sure.
And they're taking that ability away.
Right. Well, but that's what I'm saying is that, like, that's their focus is trying to keep people essentially in the store.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing with a phone. Like if you buy an iPhone, they want you to buy an iPad and an Apple Watch and then buy a Mac. Like everything's interconnected for a reason, and they want you to have that same experience when buying. It's all branding, it's all marketing. Like I get it, and yeah, there's a benefit to it from a consumer standpoint, but I think the minority of the consumer, which is the enthusiasts, wants more. And I think if there's a brand out there that has such a strong enthusiast following, it's Jeep. Like people blindly buy Jeeps because it's a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like we've had that conversation before of like, it's not that great of a vehicle and people still think it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh my God. Did you hear that dog?
Yeah. They're both over our bullshit.
Yeah. They still did the interior decorating in this one too.
It's the same fucking plan. It's the oh, you already cleared out that. No, wait, go back to the Yahoo one.
Yahoo.
The picture was just there.
I'm not good at this.
That one. It's the same fucking plant.
It is right there.
It's in the same spot.
Oh my gosh.
It's in the cup holder. Gee, see, this is. Again, like these are things that only people like us notice.
Oh my God, it's the same light bar.
I said that before. I honestly think they just took all the accessories off of that and put it on the other one.
That could be it too.
Unless they really did just repaint it.
It's the same through light. I think they just repainted it.
Repainted it, reupholstered it. Same fog lights. Bumper looks the same.
Where is it? This one?
Same tires.
It's the same thing.
They're KM3s. They're rocking KM3s. It's the same car.
They just painted it.
Or I put a wrap on it.
Which is even easier.
Because that was probably a wrap. They just peeled the wrap off and put another one on.
I'm so disappointed. Not surprised.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
It's the same. It's got the same fit out in the back. The same.
Yep. They put the plants in the cup holders. It's got the same picnic basket. They just used a different plaid.
Yeah.
They used the 70s plaid instead of a 60s plaid.
They changed the seats out. They didn't even change the seats out.
Well, I mean, I don't want to.
They changed the stitching.
Yeah. What is that? I didn't see that.
Past EGS.
Past
concepts.
ones. Okay.
So
I was gonna say that's a JK front end. That threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, like
Hi, dog.
There's been cool things in the past,
yeah,
and I hope they bring cool things in the future. But this year was just, I feel like it was I personally feel like it was a flop.
I think overall I would give it a flop. Just because I don't think their motivations to do this are in line with why I want them to do this.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping somebody from Jeep one day listens to our podcast is like, these morons.
These idiots.
And then calls us and is like, listen.
Bring me on the show, I'll tell you what we're really doing.
But yeah, I think that their disconnect is just like they're just disconnected from the enthusiasts. That's your dog.
But other brands are connected to the enthusiasts, like Toyota with the Trail Hunter. And the what was it? The not the Corolla Cross, the GR Corolla.
Sure. Yeah. Toyota's always had a very good balance between selling to everybody and then selling to an enthusiast.
And then you're getting other. That's why I brought up the Ineos earlier. Is you're getting other
independent companies,
that are exclusively
off-road
enthusiast focused.
Right.
Like they don't care anything for anything but the enthusiast. And obviously it comes with a price tag. You're paying your entry level is $71,000.
I mean, go to your selective version, but because like you're getting a good bit for that.
Trailmaster.
I'm just going to start with the Grenadier
features.
So you're getting a BMW straight six twin turbo. You're getting split rear doors, which is cool. 2-speed transfer case, center diff lock. So you are getting lockers.
Well, it's a center diff. It's a transfer case.
It's Land Rover style.
So you still have open axles. We have a locking transfer case.
No, it's all-wheel drive, Tim.
Oh, so it's LSDs.
Yeah. No. It's all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive are the same thing, but all-wheel drive actually spins all four wheels without a locker.
Yes, I know that.
So
maybe
the whole permanent four-wheel drive thing, that's all-wheel drive. It's always in all-wheel drive.
Yes, but not all-wheel drive. It's still got open axles. The differentials are open.
Right, but your center diff lock will now power all four wheels. That's how that works.
It'll power all four wheels at the same time.
Yes.
It'll power both axles at the same time, not all four wheels at the same time.
No. It will power all four wheels at the same time.
Have I been lying to people for forever about?
Yes. All-wheel drive is actually all-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is actually two-wheel drive.
So
without lockers.
With this being solid axles, how is
solid rear,
solid front and rear?
Is it solid front?
Solid front and rear. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. They're solid front and rear.
Okay.
But either way, so the differentials in these front and rear differential, are they limited slip? Are they open? Are they lockers?
I guess technically speaking, they're a limited slip.
Okay.
In that sense.
Because then you upgrade to the next one, and I believe the Trailmaster has lockers. 17-inch alloy wheels.
Differential locks front and rear.
Yeah. So that does not say differential locks front and rear on the regular Grenadier.
So yeah.
But, I mean, so for an extra $9,000.
Go up. What? Keep going up. What is the toot button?
We'll have to watch some YouTube videos and find out. But either way, hold
on. But look at what you're getting in your base model. You're getting skid plates. You're getting LED lights. You're getting Keep going.
Well, then this is
whatever the toot button is. Off-road and waiting modes.
This is
you're
my
getting
point
off-road
is-
navigation. You're getting your sports seats. Like, you're getting a Jeep Rubicon for that price.
Yeah, minus the lockers, but then it's all-wheel drive and it's got limited slips in it.
Sure.
But that's my point is Jeep's not feeling the pressure yet from these other companies that are doing cool things in the market for the enthusiasts.
But here's what I'll argue with you is
they don't have to.
They don't have to because you have the non-off-road enthusiasts who swear by Jeep.
Because they're dumb.
You have this weird...
More controversial things have been said.
Yeah, I know. You have this weird cult following to owning a Jeep. Whether you off-road or not, it's this idea that you can go off-road or it's Legos and you can customize it. Whatever it is about Jeep that people love...
Well, I think
is what sells a Jeep. It has nothing to do with its off-road ability. And I think the French owners have really leaned into the soccer moms. Hey, you can put your kids in the back, go grocery shopping, and take the doors and top off.
So with the other cool things on the market, though, I think that cult following is slipping.
It's not. If anything, it's getting stronger.
You think so?
That's why the Wrangler isn't going anywhere. I don't think it's going to be the initial choice for off-roaders. Where like everything you're saying makes sense if you are an off-roader. If you want a OEM off-road build, it used to be you went and bought a Jeep. Now it's, am I going to get the Jeep, the Land Cruiser, the Ineos? Am I going to go get literally anything? The Bronco,
the new 4Runner,
right? Like you now have a choice if you want a capable, reliable off-roader. If you want a Jeep, you're buying a Jeep. It doesn't matter.
See, but I think that the people that want the rugged look of a vehicle that the Jeep offered before, they've got more options now, and it's not just the Jeep.
Agreed, but
so whether that soccer mom, they just want to have a rugged vehicle that does good in the snow, so they can.
But the soccer mom doesn't want a rugged vehicle; they want a Jeep. You got to stop using Jeep as a catch-all for all off-road vehicles.
It used to be, though.
It used to be. It used to be. And I agree with you in the fact that Jeep should feel the pressure because there is a large chunk of the enthusiast market that wants shit that works. I don't care about the 20-inch dashboard single screen thing that they put in the 24.
Worst.
Like,
they're doing that in the 24?
Yeah.
The single infotainment system?
I think it's dual screens, but like the whole dash all the way across is just a big screen. Yeah.
It's the worst.
And like, again, it's a cool knick-knacky feature, but what happens to that computer the first time you forget to put your top back up? Right? And again, that's only a problem for off-road people. That's not a problem for soccer moms who never take their hard top and doors off.
I get looks whenever I'm driving with the top and doors off. I get people looking at me all the time. I could do that. Yep.
Well, no, I mean you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's why the Jeep won't go anywhere because the vast majority of people who own and drive Jeeps just want a Jeep. They don't even know the Ineos exists.
No, they do,
but they don't.
As they see more of them, like that's a cool classic car. Then you're gonna be like, yeah, oh, that's not a classic car. I can go buy that.
Right. But then they're going to look at it and they're going to go, oh, it's like, what, why are there holes in my door? And we go, cool, that's a mounting rack. Like we look at that and go, that's cool. That's functional. That's awesome. That I want that because of what it is. We want it's why we're the anti-Jeep people, right? We've always said that. Like we like off-roading. We don't necessarily like Jeeps. Jeeps are just good at off-roading.
Yeah. Best multi-tool.
Right. And it's never gonna kill Jeep, but it's gonna kill the Jeep, if that makes sense. Like there will come a point where a 25 Wrangler is not the best out of the box off-roader.
Not at all.
So
but we're done beating this to death.
Jeep sucks.
Jeep sucks. The concepts prove a concept that you can get your stuff done at the dealer. I think that's what the concept was trying to show, and I think that's what I came from. That's what I got from this episode is all of the Jeep performance products and the dealer outfitting is what they're trying to push with the new concepts.
Yep,
quote unquote concepts.
Yeah.
If you have a different opinion, let us know. We'll talk about it on the podcast.
Or if you know anybody who's like, in marketing for Jeep corporate. I would love to actually pick somebody's brain.
Yeah. If you don't have a comment, leave a review, a good review, and I'll send you a sticker pack. Make sure you share with your friends, all that good stuff. Follow us everywhere social at the Dirt Drive, Dirt Nerds Offroad, and DirtNerds Motors.
Yep.
DirtNerdsOffroad.com is up and running. Has been for a while. It's getting updates soon, hopefully, AK.
Check out the merch site.
Check out the merch, and we appreciate you guys for...
The one thing that will be added, probably, because this is, 2 weeks out? Future Past?
This goes next week. This goes on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for being with us for 98 episodes. We will see you guys next week with a special guest.